We're back at it. It's been a while, but we're gonna get back into it and start kicking some ass again.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border crossing.
Clive, you're back.
I am. And with glad tidings for once. Hugo Kupka is no more.
Well, I'll be. All of our comrades who lost their lives back at Sid's place be smiling down at you right now.
We had a stolus from Lubor saying Drake's fang had fallen. I expect that was your doing as well, was it?
It's a long story.
One for the history books, I'll bet.
Welcome home, Clive.
It's good to be back. You look better.
I feel it. Which means I'm coming on your next little adventure. You're not leaving me behind again.
Wouldn't dream of it. Otto, any word on the Royalist movements since I've been away?
Shouldn't you be putting your feet up? If you really want to know, go and have a word with Vivian.
Thank you. I will.
Ah, the conquering hero returns.
I may have picked up one or two.
Well, the fact that you came straight to me instead of Sen.
The very same. But whatever plans Kupka was hatching with the Royalists, as did his men. Slaughtered by the orcs who'd taken over the Fang. Orcs, Vivian. I've never seen such creatures in Storm before. The Waluders must have ferried them over from Ash, but why? Why work to rescue Kupka only to invade his home, the mother crystal of an allied nation, and let both fall? It makes no sense.
Do you know the tale of the blind men and the Adamantus? One can often be led astray by focusing too closely on individual details. One must instead see the bigger picture. The Kingdom of Waloed claims dominion over all of Ash. It is a nation forged by the bloody conquest of Barnabas Tharm, the dominant of Odin. The Canvarian War of Independence in 849. The Battle of the Twin Realms in 865. The Battle of Belinus Tor in 873. Wheresoever his armies fought, Odin was found where the fighting was fiercest. But of late, the warrior king appears to have laid his sword to rest. Battle rages for control of the crystalline dominion. Yet Tharm sends not a single ship in support of his Dhalmekian allies. Meanwhile, the Blight ravages great swathes of Ash. Yet warlike Waloed shows not the faintest interest in laying claim to untouched lands. So why go to the trouble of sending an army of orcs into the heart of Drake's Fang, only to make no attempt to claim the Mother Crystal for Waloed? It can hardly be for lack of men. Tharm's armies rival any in the Twins. No. We have not seen the last of the Waloed standard. Odin will ride again. It is but a question of when. And on that day, who will be trampled underfoot? In summary, I know not to what end the Royalists betrayed Kupka. I know only that it is part of some broader scheme. A scheme tied to the ambitions of one man.
King Barnabas.
But there is no need to wallow in confusion. If one is to cure a sickness, one must first identify the symptoms. And your Lord Uncle has volunteered to do just that by keeping an eye on the Royalists' movements.
He's really throwing himself into this.
Indeed he is. Which means all that remains for us to do is await his reports. Well, not quite all in your case. The people of the Hideaway must hear the news. Justice has been. The wounds he left that night are still raw. Especially for those who lived with Sid the longest. Tell them that those consider it the price of...
I've never known you to be sentimental.
What can I say?
I suppose we are. Very well. I'll go and spread the word.
Clive, have you come seeking the gift of...
No. To share mine, actually.
Oh, my. Can it really be true?
Look, he's crying. He is.
And with good reason, children. These are tears of joy. We must offer up a prayer to your parents that the heavens might weep with us. There shall be no lessons today, only thanksgiving and merrymaking. Go, put away your things.
All right. Brilliant.
Finally, a new dawn has broken.
It has.
Thank you, Clive. I cannot wait to share the good news.
Hippocrates. After Kuka fell, Ultima came to me. I need to know what he is. Have you learned anything?
Alas, no. And not for want of trying. I have not even the sort of conspicuous absence that might suggest a concealment of fact. One is almost tempted to conclude that such a creature never existed.
But I saw him. With my own eyes.
I don't doubt that you did. Alas, it seems you are the only one who has. To others, he reveals naught. We see only that which he leaves in his wake, like some terrible force of nature beyond the ken of mortal man.
A bringer of death.
Whether the Ultima you met with was the being itself, or merely another, but until I do, my investigations shall continue.
Thank you.
Thanks to Sid.
Well, someone looks pleased with himself.
Nothing escapes you, Lady Karen. It's true. Kuka is dead.
No more looking over our shoulders, then. Good. I'm starting to get a crick in my neck. Don't let it go to your head, though.
Blackthorn,
What is it? I'm busy.
I wanted to tell you that Hugo Kuka is dead.
I can't tell you how long I've been waiting to hear those words. This is it then. A new beginning under a new Sid.
I'll try to live up to the name. Right. Let's see if Otto has anything else for me.
Back, are ya? So, what'll it be? Should last you a good while. Yeah, that should do you. My best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. My best work, but it'll do. Yeah, that should do you. You can thank me later. My best work, but it'll do.
And what can I do for you? It'd better all be here. Finished, are you?
Clive. So, what'll it be? Yeah, that should do you.
I'm telling you, it's true. I heard it from Otto's own lips.
Oh, I wasn't expecting you back so soon. Your benefactors are a generous lot. You earned this. Best of luck out there, Sid.
You barely sat down since you came home. Vivian got you running errands or something?
Just spreading the word.
So, the Professor's got a soft side, has she? I'd never have guessed.
No. She was right, though. Everyone was glad to hear the news.
Ah, but you ain't told everyone. I can think of plenty of friends back at the old hideaway who'd sleep more peacefully for knowing. Not least of all Sid. You should tell him.
You're right. I should. And I will.
Well, when you do, be sure to take Mid with you. She's been going at it hammer and tongs down at that workshop of hers, trying to do her father proud. I can't remember the last time she visited the old sod's grave.
Very well. I'll suggest it.
Clive! Anything catch your eye? Think you can help?
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
If I don't come up with something soon. All right, Clive? What do you want?
I'm going to visit Sid, and I thought you might like to come with me.
Sorry, I'm too busy for all that right now. I've got to get this thermal displacement stack sorted.
Thermal...
Displacement stack. Here.
And this is for...
Only the fastest, finest ship the world has ever seen. The Enterprise. Me and my dad designed it together. Where other vessels rely on the fickle winds to drive them through the water, ours is fitted with mithril engines. And those things have got more push than a behemoth in a bad mood, and more heat than all the hells put together. Which is where the stack comes in. I may have already talked some tight-lipped shipwrights into putting the hull together for me in a little dockyard in Canva. But the stack's a bit more involved, so I'm building it here. Thing is, it's so involved that I'm running behind and it's starting to hold things up over at the shipyard. I'll come and see my dad, though, when I'm done. Whenever that is.
Is there anything I can do to help?
Good old Clive. I were hoping you'd say that. First things first, I need some parts mecking. The stack will be made up of 3 major components. There's the plating, here, that channels hot vapors away from the engine. The helm over the top, that disperses all that heat into the air. And the shielding around the sides. That stops the rest of the ship from going up in flames.
Full? Probably best to take it one piece at a time.
Then you'll need to start with the plating. I've got the designs and the list of materials here. Show these to Blackthorn.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
I went up to give some greens to the chocolate.
Blackthorn.
Hell with it.
It's for me.
This my last... Go on, then.
She said you would know.
Kriegers. Well, I don't know what the hell you'd want this for, but... And I'll need help. Get Gabonotto in here, will you?
All right.
So Lid's roped us all in yet, still. If that's what it's...
And,
Take a look at this. It's this plating. The usual saw grade steel won't work. We need something that can get very hot, very fast, and still keep its shape. That means an alloy. Something that won't break or buckle at the temperatures she's talking about, which is where you lot come in. I need materials, and I've got my work cut out already. You'll have to fetch. Now, there's a special kind of sand I'm after that you can only find out in the Valcroy. As for the rest of the stuff, my usual supply should have it in stock. It just needs buying.
Well, we'll get it done quicker if we split up. One of us should probably give you an hand collecting this.
and the other can go and get the rest from this supply.
Right then.
Well, make your minds up who's going where, and we can get this over with.
Well, don't just stand there gawping. It's all right, then. He cracked the crystal, too.
You going up? Which one of these?
Otto?
All right, then. Where do we find this stardust?
There's a river that runs through the southern reaches of the Valcroy. It's the black sand that washes up on its banks that you're after.
And I'm guessing you'll be needing sackloads of the stuff. I'll head down there. See about finding us a wagon.
All right. I'll meet you by the river.
You two take care, eh? I'll go and see this supplier.
Just don't let the bastard fleece you, eh?
He wouldn't do that. He's Blackthorn's mate. Isn't he?
Best of luck.
Good day to you. Sid.
God, I hate this fucking town.
The crystals we get from the
We had to dig a new cellar.
Hello, Sid.
Ah, Clive. Your
Go on.
There are rustlings and it may. Given.
Of course.
Excellent. You might be.
All right. Right. Let's see what the people of the village have to say. I'd better find out if this is just nerves, or something we need to take more seriously.
You alright, Sid? Something on your...
There is actually. Quentin tells me people have mentioned shadowy figures out in the woods.
Oh, that. I heard the...
All right. Do you have a moment? There's talk of suspicious figures in the woods.
No, but I've heard some.
Where was...
In-law was out, ran back here.
I see. Seems Lorbert's Pass is our best bet then. What do you say, Torgal? Shall we go and investigate? You there.
Fuck! He's seen us. Get them before they escape.
Black Shields. What the hell are you doing here?
What is it to you? We give a damn. All that matters to us is that you don't leave here alive.
Why were they here? Are they planning an attack on Lost Wing?
Good day to you.
The crystals we get from it.
Clive.
I found some
Black sheep, though this, and it would damn it, and...
I'm sorry, who did the...
Because I want...
Who?
The former Lord Chief Justice of Sanbreque.
I don't understand. Why him?
I was a member of the judiciary once. And fight it I did. I saw more than a few corrupt officials condemned to the very... And throughout...
So what?
I discovered that he hunted... I was a fool to think he shared my hatred of venality and vice. His support for me was no more than a facade, a means of ridding himself of his rivals. A mask to hide the rot beneath. His response, however, was... And he faced no... I lost everything. My love of faith I had once held that any modicum of justice might be achieved through the courts. So I set about enacting my own. I tracked down every soul who served him, and slit their throats myself. But the man himself proved an altogether more difficult target. With money and power come protection. And so I saw that I would need an army of my own. I came here to Lostwing and began recruiting like-minded individuals.
And everyone here knows this is why you do what you do.
Of course. They too have lost loved ones to the bearer hunts, seen faultless friends sent to the gallows to spare the guilty. All under the watchful eye of the Lord Chief Justice. Our wounds are the same. And our cause is the same. We are comrades. And our revenge is already in motion. We know where he hides, how numerous and well-trained his guard. What we did not know until now, however, was that his plans may already be in motion.
Quentin.
Our time is short. He may move against us at any moment, unless... My friends and comrades, it begins. Make ready for war.
Yo, they made a reasonable man doing reasonable things. That's what happens, yo. Gotta be ready for it. Be ready.
I'm not going to change his mind.
What can I interest you in today? Ah, yes.
Do you see anything you like? That's the best I can do. Welcome, welcome. I do like a customer who knows what he wants.
Back, are ya? Not saying Fornian, do you? Yeah, that should do you. Not my best work, but it'll do.
The finest fabric!
Take a sniff, good sir. Just...
Gone, just like...
What's the matter?
It's my apprentice. I'd go and look for him myself, but I've got a bakery to run. Loath though I am to rely on the kindness of strangers.
I'll see.
I wouldn't be surprised if he was...
All right.
My carpets have pride of place in...
Looks like I found the river. Now where's Otto? Otto.
Oh, I had a quick scout about, and I reckon. Seems Blackthorn's the only one who thinks smithing with his Stardust stuff's a good... It's just lying here, waiting for any old fool to fill his boots.
But unlike any old fool, you thought to bring a wagon.
Well spotted. Now get filling.
So this is Stardust. It just looks like black sand to me. That should be enough for now. Let's see how Otto's getting on.
How much did you get?
Enough.
More than me. Put it all together and I can't see... Here, Clive. Sid would be proud.
Of what?
Of you. The way you've carried on what he's done. When we first met, I had you down as a spoilt little puppy who enjoyed nothing more than biting the hand that was 5 years on. So thanks for proving me wrong.
You weren't wrong, but I changed. Thanks to Sid. And if you hadn't, no one else would have. I couldn't have done any of this without you, Otto.
Yo, give over. You're making me blush. All I did was choose hope over... You took a rabble of homeless, hopeless outcasts and put them back just like the old Sid. About time I was heading back, I reckon. All this scrabbling about in the sand's taken it...
I'll see you back at the hideaway, then.
Oh, I plan to. But I'll make sure Blackthorn gets his precious black sand before I put my feet up. He'll only moan otherwise.
Right. Excuse me.
What do you want?
The baker sent me to find you.
I'm certainly not a baker. Master must have ruled the day he took me. Time was the sight of the fang used to calm my nerves. But now look at her.
I take it you missed the Mother Crystal.
I hated her. But she was all I knew. Worked her mines for years. I had to trade my pickaxe for a rolling pin. But I'm no good at baking. Every loaf I touch collapses. She was the only thing that could fill the hole inside me. But now she's gone. What am I supposed to do? I ask her.
Perhaps you could express yourself in your work.
Recapture it? You know, I have to get back to the bakery right away.
Wait. Suppose you won't be needing an escort then.
Take a sniff, good sir.
Do I worry you,
Master? Just a steeple. True. And look, Master.
No, I don't know. Now, Dusan, I know you're...
Let's hope this is all Blackthorn needs. Blackthorn, got everything you need?
Yeah. Yeah, I do. Cheers for the Stardust. Should be enough to be getting on with.
Nice to get out and about for once. Let's do it again sometime, eh?
I'll make a start on putting this thermal plating together then. It'll take some time, mind. So if you've got other things to be getting on...
Thank you, Blackthorn. I'll let Mid know construction's underway.
Suppose we'd better be getting...
Give us a shout if you need it.
I went up to give some greens to the chocobo.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in. If I don't come up with something soon.
You'll be pleased to...
Excellent.
So,
The help for this?
salvage... I'm sorry.
Just so up. What's the name back there, Ulgil?
What's her name?
Oh, Sid.
Yes. Mid said I should speak with you.
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surround. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of, in other words, the reactor would overheat, and this is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why, if...
You can stop there. Mid said we might be... Where would I find...
Ah, yes, it's no...
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my...
I'll be taking you all to a storehouse in the Bales. Leave anything you don't need behind.
No, the...
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go. To me, flames! Nice try. This one. I needed that. It's too slow. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh.
We're seeing troops in our side every
I think Mid might need some help tidying up.
come up with something soon.
Mid.
Excellent.
And just...
Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop, but those things will still be spitting out enough, which is why you need a prism for the dragon's breath. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. I need something light.
Well, if I were in, I know whose counsel I would...
Tones? I've got all... Can you take this to it?
Welcome to the Patron's Whisper. Is everything we've received and everything promised? All yours. Best of luck out there, Sid.
Hippocrates. Do you...
Shielding for a mithril? So, Clive, who will accompany...
All right. So, what are we fetching?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a list.
No. Where's Talia?
Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Need to stock up on
I won't
these.
have use.
There you are.
Ah, we shouldn't have any problem. But if time is of the essence, perhaps we should...
All right.
Let's see. Meet me by the...
Buy, sell, or be gone. Go on. Take it.
There's talk.
Any friend of the innkeeper is a friend of mine. Ah, yes.
That should do it. Hopefully Talia's finished too.
Well?
I did.
Garlic and pepio nuts. Job done. We should... But we're not in too much of a rush. Do you know, I think this is the very first time we've been out on an errand together.
I think you might be right.
In all the years since you and that scowl of yours first appeared, you haven't invited me out once. For shame.
Well, it seemed long overdue. And you did say you had some shopping to do.
I was hoping to restock my supplies of herbs and liniment, yes. You and Jill alone burned through them like wildfire. No luck, though. My usual supplier's not here.
I'll ask Karen when we get back. What is it?
Oh, just memories. I came here with Sid once, shopping, and just like today, I came away empty-handed. Has it really been 5 years? I remember it as... Hold on. Does that mean it's been 5 years since we met? Feels a lot longer.
It does. In a good way, of course. Thank you, Tyre.
For what?
For everything.
Do you think I'd stick around if I thought it wasn't? But in the spirit of sharing and caring, you're appreciated too, by all of us. Well, I think we've tarried long enough. I ought to get these ingredients back to Tomes so he can make up this concoction of his. I'll meet you back at the hideaway, all right?
All right. And thanks again.
I heard you the first time.
I wonder how Hippocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Oh, I'm never drinking
How's work?
Well, I was... And now...
You can count.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway.
Apparently, it'll be...
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join?
Of course.
Oh, and Clive. It was good to talk. We should do it again sometime.
It appears our work... A shame. I was in... When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, it will merely be a matter of applying the one to... Followed by a rigorous process of testing and perhaps...
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates. Well, I'd better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
Mid hasn't been.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
Sorry to...
You found something?
In a manner of his supervisor.
Brilliant.
Thank me.
Right then, to the Black Hammer.
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stacks.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck. I'll take care of the rest.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna require some precision walloping.
It's finished. It's finally finished.
Thank fuck for that. I'll be free.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines, and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang...
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in, keep it to yourselves, eh?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. But now she's so... I don't want it. I want people to sail up in a world where...
I'm working on that. And I'll do everything I can.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting sod our plans...
Are you sure?
Something...
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too. No?
Right. There's just...
All right.
Aye, aye.
Alright, co-pilot, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time.